Welcome back, viewers. You're still on to the press, and we're reaching you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. We've now been joined by our guest, Habib Gajo, who's a public affairs analyst. You're welcome to the studio this morning.
Thanks for having me. Good morning, Nigerians.
Good morning. And a reminder that our phone lines are now open for you to call in and join the conversation as it progresses this morning. How are you doing today?
Alhamdulillah, we are doing great.
Well, I wanted to say happy Salah in advance, but that will be on one side. First of all, let's talk about some other things that are burning. Did you see the game yesterday between the World Cup qualifiers games between Nigeria and Benin Republic?
No, I haven't watched.
Okay. We were weak, actually. So, I don't think there's...
That's what I heard in news.
It was a 2-1. We lost to Benin Republic. In as much as a lot of Nigerians already had this impression that we're going to win, it didn't turn out that way. And I was heartbroken. Do you see hope for us?
Yeah, there is hope, because honestly, the Minister of Sport needs to wake up. You understand? He needs to stand up and start doing the real job. You understand?
Okay.
We played with South Africa, draw 1-1. We played, all our matches are not...
we really needed that win, but unfortunately,
yes, and we had complaint between the players and the coach. You understand? So,
yes.
And the minister relocated to the national stadium. That's where he's
like that will make a difference.
So we thought something will, at least we'll carry one trophy this year, but honestly,
anyways, we look,
our hope has been dashed. Like,
but you know, there's something that they say it's all hope is not lost until it's entirely lost. So
yes,
maybe the other games that we have, we could still, a magic can still happen, and then we get to qualify for the World Cup in 2026. We look forward to that.
We hope so, inshallah.
All right, so let's talk about the issues that are burning, that concerns all Nigerians, because I know not everybody actually watches football, so they may not even be so concerned. But let's talk about the one that is really pressing, which is the issue of the minimum wage. Now, we know that federal government has proposed 62,000, and then organized private sector is in support of the 62,000, but Labour is against it, insisting that they are for 250,000. On the Daily Trust newspaper, it says, we won't accept 100,000 naira. They said they are not even considering 100,000 naira to start with. Ajero in Geneva says no strike for now because there are conversations that there could be strike, while organized private sector is saying that if they go on strike, there will be no pay. No work, no pay. That's what organized private sector is actually threatening. And then they say suspense as tripartite committee submits reports to Tinubu. Labour says they are waiting for the federal government, for President Ahmed Tinubu's comment first, before they decide if they are going on strike or not going on strike again. What do you make of all of this?
Yeah, Ejiro is trying to play smart, you understand?
Yes.
Waiting to hear from the president since the tripartite committee has submitted its report, you understand? And now we want to hear from the presidency, you understand?
Yes.
You know, it happened during President Muhammadu Buhari with ASU. Forming almost 3 committees headed by Professor Munzali Jibrin, one by Sultan and Oni of Ife, one by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation then, and all of them submitted their report and nothing happened.
Okay.
You understand? So we wait and hear from the president. I think the Labour should also, they have shifted ground, you understand, several times, but honestly the presidency are not, they are not coming, it's like they are playing with it, and it will all flung Nigerian economy into a deeper crisis.
Which do you think is going to plunge the economy into deeper crisis? The 250,000 or the 62,000 naira proposal?
The 62,000.
Okay. Are you saying it's not visible? The federal government can pay it?
The federal government can pay more than 300,000.
really, as minimum wage?
As minimum wage.
And you think it will be okay for the economy?
Yes, for the economy to stabilize. You see, Olamide, this subsidy was removed without taking any consideration. One, at that time when they removed the subsidy, the dollar was 445 naira, official rate. Black market 600. Crude oil.
Yes.
At that time it was 80, 82, 83, up to 90 per dollar. They have not considered this in their budget. Inflation rate was high, almost 30% before Buhari had left. They have not considered all these measures. So they did not take any measure. You understand?
Yes.
It's just like they bought it somewhere and they announced it, we have removed. Labour said, return the price back. You understand? And today, Nigerians, we don't know. We are paying subsidy. We are not paying subsidy. We really don't know. You understand?
Very well.
And there is no control, price control. There is no measures taken to stimulate the economy. So inflation rate, food keep going up and up and up every day. And even when the exchange rate go down to 1,000 naira, 950, food stop refuse to. And you add electricity.
Why do you think that is, that it's not reflecting the values of the currency? But before you answer that, I want us to quickly take this call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. You're welcome to the press. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning, Mr. Collins. Please join the conversation.
Yeah, I want to comment also present the issue that is on that now.
Okay.
Okay, like I was like watching the newspaper headline.
Mr. Collins, could you be a bit more audible so we can hear you clearly?
Yeah, okay. I said I'm watching the newspaper headlines this morning.
Yes.
Are you hearing me now?
Very well.
Some of the governors were complaining that they cannot pay even the 62,000 that is not even accepted by labor aid.
Yes.
Let's just be frank to each other. As of last 2 weeks, they are selling the rubber paint of corn, that is maize, at the rate of 3,800. As I'm speaking to you now, presently is 4,000 naira. This is a rubber that cannot feed maybe 6 or 7 people in a family a day. Now, let's look at the salary structures. If we are doing anything, let's just be fair to each other. I'm a politician too. Look at the range of salary that is being paid. Let's say let's start from home, to our chairmen, our councillors, our senators, our House of Assembly, our governor, and all whatnot. If they really want to bring peace, let their salary structure be placed so that the entire nation will watch. We are going to the same market. And more especially the cost of this food stuff is because of our fuel and gas.
Absolutely.
Normally, you can transport a bag of orange from here to Lagos at the rate of 1,500 or 2,000 naira. But presently, because of the gas, the liter is 1,400 or something. A full tank now will not cost you less than 700 to 600,000, and you still refill it again before going to Lagos. Are we there?
Yes, absolutely.
So
like
all this price tag, more especially that as for fuel of 18 comes down, the transport will not come down, and the market, that is the business, people that are used to sell all this thing will not bring the price down.
All right.
Come coupled with the security aspect.
All right.
So the money at stake has to be paid. There is money. Let's not tell ourselves the lie.
All right. Thank you very much.
Let them start paying the salary. Okay, look at a councillor collecting 100 and something.
I'll need you to quickly round up your thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. He has touched on 2 points. First of all, he raised the fact that because of the static price of fuel, things might not come down. I know I was asking you, why do you think that it's not reflecting the prices of the dollar as it's fluctuating, market prices? And he's also talking about our lawmakers earning transparently and making it open for Nigerians to see. I'd like to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, he nailed the point by saying that taxes and cost of transportation is one of the impediment of the inflation and price control. He mentioned transporting goods and services.
Due to the cost of fuel, yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Now, we are not battling with the cost of fuel and diesel. We are battling with the cost of illegal taxation.
Did you say illegal taxation?
Illegal taxations.
How so?
You see, for example, now if a trailer load to Lagos, before it reach Lagos,
checkpoints?
Yes, the driver must spend over 700,000 before he reach Lagos. There is several gates to pay. You understand?
So who's supposed to check this?
You see, there is one gate in Kogi State where they call the gate gate in Alhassan. The money is not going anywhere because before you load, you will pay all the tickets that officially recognized by the government or by the tax offices. You understand? Because there is a union, there is a platform where they pay yearly, monthly, renewal. You understand? They renew it time to time. But this small gate, a local government will put almost 5 gates. One for councillor, one for this, one for that, one for speaker, one for... You understand? And some gates are 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. There is a gate of 50,000. And if a driver resists, they will block the road. The goods will not pass. So now, if you compare this,
so those are the
this money that...
Yes,
if you compare this money that the drivers spend on the road,
it affects the market price.
And you compare it with fuel or diesel price, is far the gap is wider. You understand? Maybe the diesel will be like 200 to 300,000 to go to Lagos and come back, but only going cost you 700,000. So if you put that together, and when the goods arrive, you will have damages inside because the truck has wasted almost 24 hours on the road.
All right. So that we don't digress too much from the conversation of the minimum wage and whether or not the governments can actually afford to pay it.
Look, like I'm saying, I said they will afford it and they can pay more than 300,000 or 300,000. You understand?
I want to know how you think the federal government can actually afford it, because we know that we have a lot of debt on ground, but there are conversations that Nigeria is very rich. But when people say rich, they do not necessarily say rich in cash, but they meant rich in natural resources. And maybe we've channeled all of our energy into just petroleum, that we've forgotten about other resources that we're blessed with.
You see, the last time I checked Nigerian export statistics, you know.
We know we do more of importation.
Rice is 9%. only 9%. If we can move to 10%, to 20, 30%, it will be fine. You understand? But we are not even producing what to eat.
We're not even producing what to use.
Now, I was thinking that because the rice is being exported, that is why it is expensive inside Nigeria. So it means it's we that is eating our rice. So the inflation, the cost of the foodstuffs is with us, like he said, even with the marketers. You understand? In the market, but a marketer or a trader always goes for profit. He will not lose. Now, what the government is supposed to do before removing the subsidy, all these measures I have mentioned to you need to be taken care of. But immediately they remove the subsidy, they keep removing and hiking prices and prices and prices. Even electricity was hiked. You understand?
Absolutely.
Where our main base of source of income, the private sector, the manufacturers, you understand, the small scale and so on, that will boost the economy, was also lost out in the process of trying to impress foreign investors. Who are those foreign investors?
So
why foreign investors refuse to come to Nigeria? So I want President Tinubu to wake up from sleeping. You understand?
Yes.
Let him stand up. Let him look at Nigeria at face and say, Nigerians, I have noticed that we are not making progress. Let's work together. Let's start from
but if you ask his people, they will tell you this is a lot of progress. In fact, they will tell you that there is no situation where you're trying to make ends meet that you won't have to go through pain, and this is just the pain that we have to go through before we get to enjoy. That's what these people will tell you.
Look at, if you check the debt servicing is $2.2 billion. Which country will service debt for $2.2 billion if not for Nigeria? It's only Nigeria pays that kind. Look at the debt servicing 24 states to 30 states are paying. Trillions of naira and billions of dollars wasted. They borrowed the money, they squander it, they useless it, they embezzle it, and they left debt for their own successors. Like what happened in Kaduna and other states. And Kaduna people now will start managing the small salary of 30,000. While those who embezzle the money are somewhere enjoying the money. And nothing will happen. The federal government started with borrowing. The first week they were sworn in, Tinubu started borrowing. Up till today, he is still borrowing. He is still borrowing. They will borrow and borrow and borrow until we became slaves to the Western countries. So you borrow for investors to come. They didn't come.
Is it a bad thing for a country to borrow?
You see, there is a bad debt, there is a good debt.
Absolutely.
You understand? What we are borrowing is bad. You understand? Because we don't recover it. Now, if President Tinubu will say, okay, look at Nigerians at face, I say, okay, we are going to work. We are no longer depending on somebody to come and invest, or somebody to, if they are willing to come, they should come. But let's make our environment and the atmosphere, you understand, for everybody to come and participate. I want to empower local businesses. Start with agriculture. You understand? Go to the resources. Go to electricity. Invest heavily in education. illiteracy is killing us. You understand?
Okay.
So there is no way economy will grow with illiterate people.
So in a nutshell.
And now, if he has done that, he's put security, you understand, provide security for all Nigerians. All Nigerians, farmers, teachers, students, business people, travelers, and so on and so forth.
But Mr. Gajo, you would agree with me that security issue is not just the federal government's responsibility.
I agree with you. It's everybody's business.
Yes.
Security is everybody's business. You understand? But somebody must do something. Somebody was given a mandate to protect life and property. You understand?
True.
So let that somebody do something. That time investors will now come to Nigeria and start investing. But you can't invest in unsecured place. You can't invest in a place that is not productive. You can't invest in a place where the market is too slow. Our market is too slow. Our economy is growing slowly, and so on and so forth.
All right, let's quickly take this call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Collins, you called back.
Yeah, I called back.
Okay.
I want
you have 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
You say we should encourage our local production.
Mm-hmm.
Do we really serious to patronize with our local production?
Okay,
look at our brother Innocent. Which type of car that he cannot have from Innocent? Our politician patronizing him now.
Well,
there is no type of car that they are using that Innocent cannot couple for them.
All right, you have 17
and they
seconds.
say they want to encourage our local production.
All right.
We are not serious yet. Look, let's just be serious with ourselves.
All right.
The way things are going, we won't face the dance when it started. We are going to face it all.
All right, thank you very much for that contribution. In fact, I feel like it's not just about the lawmakers and their cars. Even we individuals, we rather patronize foreign items than buy Nigerian-made items.
You see,
so I think I was discussing that this morning.
Today, we have Innocent Motors.
Okay.
Producing trucks and Hilux.
Yes.
And SUVs.
Yes.
And we are seeing Nigerians buying. Police are using Innocent Motors. Security agencies are using innocent
motors.
Trucks, and we have seen government offices buying SUVs from Innocent. So Innocent has a market.
Hello, good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
You're welcome to the press. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Thank you. My name is Rosemary Ayo from Tennessee.
All right, thank you for calling. Please join the conversation.
I want to say something about what our guests in the house say.
Yes.
That the federal government should provide security.
True.
Yes, federal government has tried in the way of providing security. But those people importing cows from outside and outside Fulani to Nigeria, are they not the ones bringing insecurity in our country? Let them stop bringing foreigners in our country for them to become and rear their cattle in Nigeria, and Nigeria will be settled. Because most of our officials are sacrificing their lives, killing them everywhere in the case of protecting lives and property.
All right. Thank
Federal government has tried in the way of providing security for the country. But insecurity is coming from those who are importing outside.
All right.
International Fulani to come and rear their cattle in Nigeria.
All right. Thank
so
you.
It's not the fault of the federal government.
All right. Thank you very much.
Our own fault. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. I think Mrs. Rosemary is talking about security, being the government has tried their best, but at the same time, we are still at fault. Bringing in our own breaches.
I said it, security is everybody's business. You understand?
Yes.
We have a situation in our hand. Whether the federal government try or they have not tried. That's not what we are talking today. What we are talking, we need to see the impact of what the federal government is doing, and the state government, local government, and traditional rulers for securing environment and the farms and businesses. You understand? Whether they are Fulani foreigners or Fulani Nigeria or Fulani herdsmen or bandit, I can tell her that in every nook and cranny of Nigeria there is a military base.
Absolutely.
All Nigeria, from Lagos to Port Harcourt, from Port Harcourt to Enugu, from Enugu to Benue, to Plateau, to Bauchi, up to Maiduguri. From the northwest is even the worst. You understand? It's everywhere you have a military base. You have operation. We started from Joint Task Force. We ended in Operation Mesa, Operation Hadrin Daji, Operation this, Operation, even Operation Nonsense is there.
Hadrin K.
You understand? Military officers lost their life. And people will say federal government is trying. Yeah?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, welcome to the press. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Charles, calling from the.
Okay, please join the conversation, Mr. Charles.
Okay. I don't know why Nigerians are expecting the president to work for Nigeria.
Could you please be more audible?
I don't know why Nigerians are expecting the president to work for Nigeria. He has no obligation to work for Nigeria. And like he said in his election, I know most of you not vote for me. So his expectation is like he bought his power. That's the obvious truth. I'm not expecting. We should be patient and wait for 4 years or 8 years until Nigerians are ready to help themselves. That's the obvious truth. No expectation.
Right. Thank you very much for your contribution. Well, this sounds like someone who has lost hope in the current administration. Now that I'm talking about tenure, because he said the Nigerians can just wait the next 4 years and then make another choice. There's this headline on the front page of Daily Sun that is calling for constitution amendments. It says reps propose 6-year single tenure for president and governors. Also, they're asking for zonal rotation, which means after the first 6 years, for instance, in the south, they take the next 6 years to the west, to the north, and then, regional differences like that. So they're calling for zonal rotation with 2 VPs and conduct of elections on the same day. Is this feasible? This is the 4th time it's being proposed.
It's not the first time.
4th.
4th, yeah, I agree with you.
Yes.
This is the 4th time. The first one has been done, it has failed.
Yes.
The second one
failed.
The same APC as a party then call it to get the boys or the dogs the job to eat. You understand? That's what they call it at that time. You understand?
Yes.
Through their spokespersons, through their leaders, we had them saying that. You understand? It is not going to work, and it was misinterpreted that Jonathan won't spend more than 10 years in office, and so on and so forth, this and that and that and that. And at the end of the day, the constitutional amendment, every 4 years, immediately after election, they will form a committee of amending the constitution. And a lot of money will be budgeted for this kind of committees. This one is tenure, this one is state creation, this one is amendment of this one is amendment of that, this one. Nothing happened. Even the petroleum PIB that was sponsored, it was later changed to another thing that nobody will benefit. You understand? Absolutely. So any government that come and start constitutional amendment, tenure, whether elongation, tenure, or spread or zoning, they are there to waste your time, and they want to distract you from the suffering or the lack of inability, the capacity to govern or to rule or to make a good law. So they will divert our attention. We will go and be shouting in radio and television and newspapers and other platforms, arguing of tenure, 6 years, 30 years. Every region has governed.
So
the only 2 regions still has not governed, and we don't have issue with that. One day they will govern. You understand? They will produce a president. It's only the northeast and the southeast, and one day they too, power is given by God. You understand? And those who God bless with power, some work for it, some people work for them to realize it, and so on and so forth. Some did not even aspire to be president. Umar Musa Yar'Adua has not aspired to be president. President Jonathan has not even aspired to be president. Shagari did not aspire to be president. You understand? Absolutely. They were brought in, and before you know, they were voted and they became presidents. So where are we fighting for something that is not in your hand? You understand? All what we have is our voters card, our mandate to thumbprint. If INEC like it, to count it. If they don't like it, they will not count it. You understand?
You know,
so we need to straighten.
I'm looking at when you say something that we do not have power over. First of all, we brought in these lawmakers.
That is why they
are meant to represent us.
Yes.
So if they propose some of this bill,
we stop them. We say no.
Our own interest.
Let the CSOs come together.
Okay.
You understand? And when I said no, this is not what we want. This is not our problem. We have insecurity.
That's the same thing. Mr. Gajo. That was the same thing Nigerians said when the national anthem was changed. You know, that it's not our priority, but it became the law, right?
But still some people cannot sing it. You understand?
Yesterday, during the match, they played Arise O Compatriot.
You see, even the government said they will review the Arise O Compatriot. You understand? You understand? So we are still patriot. Now, let us go back to where it pinches us. The private sector, the organized private sector, that is saying that no work, no pay. They are under TUC. You understand?
Yes.
And they are one paying salary for the majority of Nigerians, because if you put civil servants together, the whole state of Nigeria and the federal government, if you join them together, they are not up to 1% of Nigeria.
Not up to 10%, probably above 1%.
Yeah? How much are they? The federal government has 1.7 million.
State government as well.
State government has lesser than the federal government. You understand? But they have what they call ghost workers. Any governor will come and start giving offer for people of the party and so on. You see, a governor will have 10,000 aides. The former governor of Adamawa State, Murtala Inyako, Yuguda or Bauchi, and so on and so forth. They have over 10 to 20,000 aides. There is even aid of nonsense. You understand?
Absolutely.
So and they are being paid salary more than the civil servant. They are being paid 200, 300,000, 250. You understand? Some up to 400,000. Some are earning better than the commissioners. Some of their aides, governors' aides, are earning more than their commissioners. So what are we talking? So the private sector should slow down, look at the situation. We are all suffering together. You understand? We are fighting for everybody's right. Okay, let me put it. Labor is fighting for everybody's right. You understand? If things get well, is the private sector will benefit. Today, if the government said, okay, due to this subsidy removal, we have noticed that we have not made progress for 1 year. You understand? And things are going bad to bad. You understand? To worst. Okay, now, where is the money for the subsidy? Let us invest it in electricity. Let us invest it in security. Let us invest it in transportation and logistics. It's in the benefit of the private sector. It's not in the benefit of, you see, if the private sector is performing, we will not be here crying about government. No, who cares about government? If private sector, if the economy is doing well, I don't need to know who is the president. I don't need to know. All what I need to know is who is paying me, what I'm contributing. You understand? My hardship or my labor. The former national anthem said, our labor shall never be in vain. You understand?
Yes.
But today we are here.
It's our labor is not in vain. We're still pushing.
We will keep pushing. You understand? Okay. But the problem is now, so many things, they will bring politics attached to our economic life. They will bring politics to attach to our hardship.
Talking
and inflation.
About hardship, Salah is around the corner. Salah is just on Sunday. Ram prices are skyrocketed. People say celebrate on a low key. Tomatoes is not smiling. Pepper is not smiling.
Even pure water today is not smiling. As we are today, water, drinking water, is not smiling. So tell me, today you can't buy foodstuffs and preserve it in your fridge because there is no electricity. You can't cook and reserve it in the fridge. When you come back from work, you remove it and warm it.
Gone bad.
Before you come from work, it has spoiled. So people go to the market daily. You understand? And the price is going up daily due to this cost of transportation and lack of social amenities. A trailer, a truck will spend 2 days, 3 days to reach destination. Bad roads. They are always going down. Let
me just take this call to round up this conversation. Hello, good morning. You have just 60 seconds. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
All right. My name is Rosemary.
Oh, you called back.
For goodness sake.
Okay. Please go ahead. Very quickly.
Our guest in the house said private sector is talking something about private sector.
Yes, organized private sector.
I'm looking at my profession.
Okay.
Some of my colleagues work with private sectors and they are earning 10,000 a month. With the stress they went through school and whatever they passed through, they are earning 10,000 a month. So what is private sector giving us in the society? Is it not better to stay at home and go to the farm?
We got your point. Thank you very much. That's
honestly,
disheartening.
Yeah, she said the truth. You understand? And,
I'd like you to round up your thoughts,
and exactly what I'm saying. The private sector are not performing. You understand? So if they say work no pay, it's like she misunderstood what I'm saying.
Wouldn't it be tied to a lot of factors, operational costs and
everything?
The reality is taxation, everything together.
Cost of electricity, lack of electricity. You understand?
Well, thank you very much for your time this morning. So
we have to look elsewhere. You understand?
Exactly. Thank you so much. That's where today our mining is already fast spent. Thank you so much, Habib Gajo, Public Affairs Analyst. I really wish we had all the time.
I want you to tell me where our mining.
Thank you so much. That's where we're going to continue on the program today, viewers. Thank you for calling in. We'll see you again later. I am Olamide Alhassan, and that's bye for now.